Hello, friends. Welcome to Zen with Jen Yoga. My name is Jen, and I have a sequence for us today that's going to help with back pain. So, I this morning had a little bit of pain in my low back. I do have bulging discs in my lower lumbar. So, I decided to put together a sequence to help relieve back pain. Also, great for getting into the hip flexors and just releasing built up emotions that get stored up in our hips. So let's get our comfortable clothes on. Go ahead, roll out your yoga mat. We will start reclined, so you might want to have a pillow for your head, but otherwise, you will not need any props. And let's get moving and grooving together. Let's relieve some back pain. I'll see you there. Okay, friends, now that we're ready, come on down to your mat and take a seat. And we're going to start relieving back pain by softening and stretching into our hip area and unwinding tension, going with the flow. So I've got Max with me today for this practice, and that is us going with the flow. But come to a reclined position. Get your low back flush to the mat and then lengthen out your legs. Gently roll your upper arm bones under to open your chest. And then bring your hands and lay them on your belly. Feel how you are supported by the earth. Feel how your yoga mat supports your back. Slightly constrict the back of your throat, like you're fogging a mirror but without opening your mouth. For Ujjayi breathing, we'll do 3 rounds, and it will sound like the ocean waves. So breathe in, constrict your throat slightly. Feel your belly rising beneath your hands. Exhale. Feel how your belly drops down and your navel comes in towards your spine. Feeling a wave of calm wash over you. As we get ready to go with the flow and relieve low back pain today, go ahead and take the deepest breath you've taken so far today. When you exhale, open your mouth and make it audible. So really create space on your inhales and really, really soften, release tension on your exhales. And we'll seal in our intention of going with the flow. So go ahead and breathe in. Open your mouth to exhale and release, let go. Nice. Now bring the soles of your feet to the floor. So bend your knees and then hug both of your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock a little bit side to side, just gently. And then bring both of your feet back flat to the mat. Go ahead and take your right foot and cross it over your left thigh, so your right ankle comes over your left thigh. Your right foot is going to stay flexed, and then thread your right hand through your thighs and your left hand back around your thigh, and lift your leg up, squeeze your thigh in towards your chest, or you can hold your shins and start pulling your knee in. But since we just started, you might have to start by holding on to the back of your thigh first. Option to stay in stillness, or you can rock a little side to side as we release tension in our hips and we go with the flow for today. Now bring your left foot down flat, let go of the back of your thigh, and then cross your leg over completely. So your right thigh is over your left. Cactus your arms with your palms facing up, and then just let your knees fall to the side. So you can bump your hips a little to the right, and then let your knees fall to the side. So you're in a cross leg supine twist. Make sure you keep your shoulder blades as flush to the mat as you can. On your next breath out, bring your navel in towards your spine and use that to help you bring your legs back to center. Reset your back. Bring both of the soles of your feet flat again. And then go ahead and hug your knees in. Gently give yourself a rock or stay in stillness. And then bring the soles of your feet back flat to the mat. Your palms can be by your sides and flat. Go ahead and cross your left ankle over your right thigh now. You can keep your right foot flexed. And then thread your left hand through your thigh, your right hand around the back of your right thigh, and then pull your knee in towards your chest. Great job, Max. And then option, you can keep your hands on the back of your thigh, or you can grab onto your shins. And then you can stay in stillness for this reclined pigeon, or you can rock a little side to side.
I did it.
Great job. Releasing tension, relieving back pain. These poses are so great for helping with low back pain and sciatica. Now go ahead, let go of your shin or your thigh, bring the sole of your right foot down, and then just cross your left thigh over. Cactus your arms again with your palms facing up, and then bump your hips to the left and let your knees fall to the right as they're crossed over one another. So for a cross leg supine twist now on the right side. Doing your best to keep both of your shoulder blades flush. Going with the flow. Yoga no matter what, kids home, family home, short on time. It's all good. We make it work. So on your next breath out, bring your navel towards your spine and lift your legs up. Use that to help you bring yourself back up. Bring the soles of your feet back down and then hug your knees back in again. Rock side to side gently for just a moment. And then you can either press into your hands and make your way up, or option to do 3 rocks back and forth, getting along your entire spine. One more time, rock back, and then this time rock forward, cross at your ankles, and then roll over your ankles. Make your way to tabletop. If you have to, just like I did, move back to the center of your mat. You can move your pillow out of the way. And then now we're in tabletop position. So bring your hands under your shoulders. You're doing a wonderful job, Max. And then bring your knees under your hips. So spread your fingers really wide. Press into your finger pads and press into the tops of your feet. And then just take some hip circles here. Going in one direction. Really isolate it to your low back and your hips, so your arms should be pretty straight. You can rock a little back and forth. And now option to switch sides. Rolling into our hips, doing some hip circles. Now come to a stillness. And then pick up your right knee and just bring it out to the side. So keep your knee in line with your hip. And then take some knee circles going in one direction on the right. Great job, Max. And then do your knee circles in the other direction. We're just going to do this about 3 times. And then bring your right knee down. Now shift the weight into the left side. Pick up the left knee. Keep your knee in line with your hip. And then take some hip circles. Circle your knee in one direction a few times. And then go in the opposite direction.
I did it, Daddy.
Great job. Getting into our hips, releasing tension and going with the flow. Now bring your left knee down and then come into a neutral tabletop position. Take your hands and then come to sit yourself back. So spread your fingers wide on your hands. Come into child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as you would like. Bring your big toes to touch and walk your hands out in front of you. Make sure they're in line with your shoulders. So go ahead and look at your hands. That's perfectly okay. And then melt your head and heart down for child's pose. So you can be gently pressing into your palms to create length in your right side, create length in your left side, and gently press your sits bones back towards your heels. Child's pose. How are you today? Check in with yourself. Have an intimate moment. Smile. Good job. Now press into your hands to rise up. Do not move your hands at all. So keep them where they are. Widen your toes apart away from one another and then tuck them under. Really push the floor away from you and curl and peel your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Keep a bend in your knees. So create length in your right side, create length in your left side. Keep your knees bent and then begin to pedal out the feet. Good job, buddy. Bending the left knee, bending the right knee. You can sway your hips a little, getting into the lower lumbar region. And then come to find a moment of stillness. Great job, Max. So reach your heels to the mat as you curl your tailbone up and push the floor away. And then bring your feet together and bring them up. Come on to the balls of your feet. Really raise them up and then reach the right leg up behind you. Good job. Bend your right knee and look between your fingers. Squeeze that right knee in towards the midline as you bring your shoulders over your hands and bring your right foot through. Now heel toe, great job. Heel toe your right foot over towards your left hand and bring your thigh, your calf down. Bring your left thigh down. Good job. Now take your hands and lengthen the top of your left thigh. You're going to be flat on the top of your left foot. And then your right shin can be either parallel or you can bring your foot in towards your hips here, the sole of your foot or the heel of your foot. And then even out your weight into both hips. Breathe in, come on to your fingertips to create length in your chest. Open your chest and back bend just slightly. Great job. And then exhales, just begin to walk your hands out in front of you. Maybe you can come down to your forearms. Maybe you can lower all the way down and bring your head either onto your hands or onto the mat, your forehead onto the mat. For pigeon pose. Yes, we're just going to be here for a few breaths in pigeon pose. And this pose is amazing for helping to relieve back pain and stretch into your hips. I know for me, when I first began doing pigeon pose, I would cry sometimes. And I learned that we store our emotions, we store trauma in our hips. So if you find yourself a little emotional, just know that that's normal. Yeah. And that also it's okay. No judgments here, no rights or wrongs, no better or worses. Breathe in. Now begin to rise yourself up. So press into your hands. Just come up slowly. Show yourself some love here. And then bring your hands under your shoulders as best as you can. Good job. And then tuck your left toes under, pick up your left knee, and then come back into a three-legged dog. Reach your right leg up and then bend your knee and open your hip. This is a great counter stretch. Breathe in and then straighten your right leg. Lower your right leg back down. Good job. Now pedal out your feet for a minute and then find a moment of stillness here in down dog. One breath in and one breath out. Great job, Maxie. Now bring your feet together and up. Come onto the ball of your right foot and sweep your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, look between your hands, shift your knee in towards the midline and bring your shoulders through. Step your foot right where you're looking. Heel toe your left foot now towards your right hand and begin to lower down. Untuck your right foot, come onto the top of your right foot. Good job. Lengthen your right thigh back. And then bring your shin either parallel to the top of the mat, or you can bring your heel in more towards your hips there. And then bring your weight even into both hips. Breathe in to open your chest and back bend. Come on to your fingertips. Maybe look up at the ceiling. And then exhale to lower yourself down. Just walk your hands out slowly. Good job, Max. And then either come onto your forearms, or you can lower your head onto your hands or your forearms, or lower your head down to the mat. Pigeon pose on the left side.
I did it. I did it.
We are going with the flow.
I did it.
Releasing tension, breathing into any areas of tension. Good job, Max. Okay, we get it. You did it. Good job. Going with the flow, practicing no matter what. Remember, if you're feeling any sort of emotional release, just let it happen. Know that you are safe and that is normal and perfectly okay. Breathe in and now begin to walk yourself back in. And then bring your hands under your shoulders. Pick up your right leg, so tuck your right toes under. And then press into your palms to lift up and reach that left foot up behind you. Bend your knee and open up your hip here. Counter stretching. And then straighten your left leg and bring your foot back down. We're going to be in down dog for one breath in. Reach your heels towards the mat and one breath out. Now go ahead and drop your knees down. And then come to take a seat. Bring your hands just right behind your low back. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor. And then just windshield wiper your legs. So drop your knees to the left. Bring them back to center. Drop them to the right. Just a few times like this. Drop them to the left. Bring them up. And then drop them to the right. One more time. Up and over. And then one more time. Up and over. Now come to take a seat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. We're just going to do a butterfly forward fold, Baddha Konasana. So hold on to your ankles to sit up and open your chest. Breathe in. And then exhale. Bring yourself down just about halfway so you can check yourself. You can hold on to your toes, massage your feet if you want. But open your chest, breathe in, and then exhale. Now you can release down. You can let your palms be facing up to receive energy or down for a more grounding experience. But let your head go. Now breathe in. Use your hands to walk you back in. And then we're going to close out practice. So come to easy seat Sukhasana. Cross at your shins and let your knees fall on top of your feet. Sit up tall. We're going to close out, Max, okay? So cross your legs and sit up tall.
I am.
Good job. And then lift your chest, bring your hands behind you, bring your head, heart, and pelvis into alignment. And then you can bring your hands to prayer position at your sternum, Anjali Mudra.
I did it.
So we're just going to take a minute, good job, to honor our time and honor all the hard work we just did for our low back pain. Just noticing how we feel now than when we did when we first started. And we notice without judgments, no right or wrongs, no better or worses, just noticing. I will invite you to close your eyes to close practice out, but we're just going to take the deepest breath we've taken so far today, and then open your mouth, really exhale it out, release. This is going to be deeper than any breath that we've done so far. So go ahead and breathe in. Open your mouth and release any extra tension. Sigh out anything that's not serving you. Let go. Go ahead and bow your chin to your chest. Thank yourself for showing up today. I thank you for practicing with me and Max. Go ahead and bring your hands to your thighs and gently press into them to lift your head. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. My mission is to help you find your Zen and live as authentically as you can, just by showing you that you can have an amazing yoga practice with your kids home next to you, in your living rooms, your kitchens, your bedrooms, wherever you can roll out a yoga mat and just spend some quality time doing some movement. Yeah, we're almost done. If you would like to support my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like my video, leave me a comment. Otherwise, you can read my channel description as well. There's some information there on how to support me even further. But I thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back again to share experience, strength, hope, and yoga with you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.
Mommy Day. I did it. It's Mommy Day.
Yeah.
I just did it.
Have a great day.